Okay. Hey, everybody. Welcome to our last call of May. It's so crazy to me that 5 months has passed. That means we are right at the halfway point of 2016. We have 30 more days, and then we're halfway through the year, which is just crazy. We've done a lot of amazing things together as a team, and I really want you to stay focused because it's so easy in the beginning to get excited, you pushing towards your goals, and then things come up in life, or you don't hit certain goals at the time you designated to hit them by, and you get discouraged. So I just want you to make sure that you refocus on what your goals are, and don't change your goals based on not maybe hitting a deadline, but give yourself a reasonable deadline and keep going after that. We have I think 8 weeks now until Summit, and that is going to be, a big game changer for a lot of people. One thing that I wanted to talk about is really the fact that I see so many people who get on calls, attend Super Saturdays, attend live events, they attend Summit, and all these things, and they come away from there completely inspired, and they have so much information, and a lot of times it can be an overload, but they never really take time to really digest it and also implement it. So make sure that whenever you're getting on these calls, whenever you're attending events, that you're really taking time to focus on the fact that you have to find what it is that you are trying to achieve as a coach, and the information that you learn, that you actually implement it. Because really, you don't want to become just a collector of ideas, because then that then sets in the doubt, then sets in I can't remember exactly what was said. So really, I just see that Brandon said that that's him right now. Find one thing that you want to improve and really pull together everything that you've learned on that topic, from whether it's calls, live events, and start implementing it, because we don't want you to, sit on this information that could be helping so many other people. So today's the last day of May. So we have literally until 9 p.m. Pacific Standard Time to lock in any challenge pack orders that will count towards Success Clubs. So one thing that if you didn't know already, it's been posted in Team Relentless, but we have 21-day fix and the 21-day fix Kickstart challenge pack on sale for the month of June. If you are going to Summit and you're part of Diesel Nation, then it's really crucial, if you want to be invited to the luncheon, that you achieve Success Club 5 in these months. So make sure you're pushing. Last week we talked about, or on our Power Hour, we do so many calls, I forget. Our last coffee hour talk, we talked a lot about Team Z. It's on my YouTube channel, but you can go back and look at it. But make sure that you are really focusing on the Power Hour, focusing on inviting and connecting with new people and starting relationships. And, don't wait until the last half of the month to start, scrambling, because I've seen that from so many coaches. And then it doesn't become fun, and it doesn't become about the person that you're trying to help. And it causes a lot of stress, and for your family, for your team, for yourself. So really start planting the seeds right now and do it every day, because that's one thing, is if you're doing the 4 vital behaviors every day, you are going to see results. If you just do them 4 days out of the week, or 2 days out of the week, or whenever you remember, or whenever it's convenient, well, then your results are going to be just like that, just like working out. So anyways, I just wanted to share that. Really focus on the 4 vital behaviors. Jessica's on the call right now, so I will turn over to her. But a little bit about her is she is very knowledgeable about number one, social media and network marketing. And the one thing that I have seen is that so many people have amazing stories, and either, number one, they don't share it enough, or they don't share it in a way that attracts people to you, or really gives them, you may inspire people, but you're not really getting them inspired to get started with you and to join your next challenge group. And really, it's an art. I've really enjoyed watching, or going back on the On This Day part on Facebook, and seeing how I marketed myself at this time of 2012 as like a 6-month or a couple-month-old coach. And then even the next year, 2013, it was pretty, it's stuff that I was like, oh my God, I can't believe I actually was successful. It really took me about 2.5 years to really get pretty decent at social media, where I really felt that I was branding myself, marketing myself well. So if you're a new coach, don't feel bad, but this is what this month I'm really trying to get speakers on our calls that will offer some tips and their services to you that will help you with your business. One thing that I've said over and over and over again is, number one, you are the CEO of your own business. You have to treat it like a business, meaning doing the 4 vital behaviors daily. You have to have consultants or people to help you on the areas that you are not knowledgeable or you're weak at to help you grow your business. If you treat it like a business, it will pay like a business. If you treat it like a hobby, it will pay like a hobby. So tonight we have Jessica on the call, who's going to be talking about social media, and she has a lot of amazing programs that are very reasonably priced that I wanted you to be aware of. Next week, we have a branding consultant. So just it kind of depends on where you're at in this business and what you're looking for now and what you think is going to help you to really move your business forward. And one thing that I do is every quarter I invest in something that's going to help my business. Last quarter, it was a branding consultant that really helped. Again, I collected the information that was shared in the training and I implemented it right away. And I definitely saw a lot of good results from it, and I feel confident. So that's the thing is, if you're going to invest in her social media academy, make sure that you're implementing it and not just spending money to just collect information. So I'm going to turn it over to Jessica. Well,
Can you hear me now? Yes. Sorry. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Well, everybody, I had just to say thank you. Good evening. And I have to say, Mindy, congratulations, because you are such a leader. I can see your passion, and not too many leaders are able to see something and then share with just everybody from their teams. I've seen leaders that, I don't know, for some reason they're not open to really and truly allow their team members to have real success. Sometimes they just rather have success on their own, and then they pretend that they just want all the credit instead of just doing what you're doing, which is definitely, for me, an indicator that you are a true leader. Leadership is influence. Leadership is actually someone that is just not here for her personal goals, but also she has a team vision. And then I definitely say congratulations to you. And then I would like to see more of these more faces. So I love Zoom because of that. I get to see people. So hi, everybody. I'm just kind of switching so I could see everybody. So I would like to know, I guess for that, we can include we can use the chat, so it's going to help me to see more, see things here. So I would like to know, and then you can type, you can type the answer. How long you have been in a Beachbody business? How long? Whether it's 1 month, 2 months, 1 year, 4 years. Okay, keep coming. Good. Yeah, I see Robin. Okay, I see Kristen 5 months, Michelle 2 years, Jessica 2.5. Okay, so we kind of have a very mixed audience here. I love it. I love it. Okay, another question. Are you a product of a product? Say yes or no. Are you a product of a product? Say yes or no. Yeah. We are in business. Except Jessica says yes, except the last couple of weeks I was sick. Okay, that's fine. I love it. Work in progress. Okay, that counts. That's awesome. I have something very, very special to say to you. And actually, I'm in Facebook Live, and I'm saying this in public. I have a strong preference with your network, because Beachbody actually was the first network marketing company that I did, and it was my school. I reached 15 stars diamond coach with Beachbody, and it was an amazing journey. Life, brought me into doing other things. And then actually, because of Beachbody, I was able to build an international presence, doing more things. And lately, actually, in the last 5 months, I did a stop. And then I realized that I really wanted something bigger. I really wanted to help people. And I realized that the things that I reached, not just one time, actually, I have to say that I reached 15 stars, and that run was only about 5 months. That doesn't mean that I became 15 stars in 5 months. No. It happened during my year number 3, okay? And then the reason why it happened, it was because I made the decision to really, really, really make it happen. And I invested in a coach. I didn't know anything about the compensation plan. I had no skills on network marketing. Actually, I'm a lawyer. And then I used the opportunity as a vehicle to have a business from home, because by the time when I was blessed with that opportunity, I didn't know that actually my business as a lawyer was going to get a huge, major hit. So when I was forced pretty much into doing something different, it was either trying that business or starting from zero, and another, low practice in another state and things like that. I actually allowed myself to just try. And I just said, what if I try? And what's the worst thing that can happen? And I want you to, ask yourself that question. What's the worst thing that can happen? If you really give yourself a really, really, really unfocused period of time, I guarantee you that if you really put 6 months, really focus on this business, it's going to work for you. And one of the major components of my success, it wasn't my upline. It wasn't, there's nothing different. I mean, I was using the same product, right? I mean, I was a product of a product by then, but I still was a product of a product during my year number 1 and my year number 2. But what happened during year number 3 is that I made the decision to make it work. And then after Beachbody, I've seen so many network marketing compensation plans and products and things like that. As you can imagine, it's been pretty much 7 years since I joined for first time in Beachbody, right? So I've seen more companies and more things. And here's my opinion. It doesn't matter even the product. It doesn't matter the company pretty much, it doesn't matter even like if it's a binary and the type of compensation plan, the bonuses, none of that really matters. You know what matters? What matters is you taking ownership of your business and treating it like a CEO. And when it comes to that, we really need to understand how business works. And, you might have experience in business. You might not have experience in business. The good news is that you don't have to have experience. It's very, very simple because there is a model and there is pretty much kind of instructions when it comes to success. And the way that I say it is, imagine that I am baking a brownie. Of course, it's healthy, it's fat-free, it's gluten-free, right? So if I'm making a brownie here in my house, and then I share with you the box of the brownie, and you go to the supermarket, it has the same instructions, you and I are going to have the same brownie if you and I follow the instructions, because everything is already written. There's nothing that we need to invent in order to be successful in this industry, which is the beauty of it. Many, entrepreneurs, they just go through a lot of struggles, first of all, trying to identify their marketing message, trying to identify the product, trying to identify the patents, the regulations, all that. You don't have to do that. So already you have in your hands a distribution license that is worth at least $500,000. I guarantee you. That is not even considering how much money your company has invested in branding, in the infomercials, in getting a huge and great reputation. Guys, Beachbody reached $1 billion, okay? You guys have something very, very unique. So let's go to talk about why we came, right? Social media. I know that you're like, okay, she's supposed to talk to me about social media. Here's the thing. Part of treating your business like a business, it's understanding the big picture of being a CEO, okay? So what you need as a CEO, you need systems. The systems are actually the concept that is going to make the difference between a 6-figure income and a 7-figure income. When you have systems, you can duplicate really, really, really quick, really fast, because now it's not just things that depend on you, but you have things going on automatic basis. And marketing is one system, okay? The marketing has kind of a pie. I call it a marketing pie. Social media happens to be 1/10 of that pie, right? So the aspect that I'm going to teach you tonight is just a very tiny spot on the spectrum when it comes to the marketing department. But here's the thing. As a CEO, you don't only have the marketing hat. You're the head right now. So let me just tell you, you have been assigned with the following titles, okay? And remember, my first language is Spanish, so I have the accent and some words kind of like, what's she saying? So, bear with me. So you're now, from now on, you are your CEO, you are the head of your marketing department, you are the head of your sales department. You are also in charge of bringing customer service, creating strategic alliances, and also creating leadership skills for your team and train them so you can have duplication. And then also you are in charge of your contribution department. And what does that mean? That means that you can create something unique that you can give back. There's a formula for success, and it starts with giving value. So what I want to teach you is that there's a bigger picture of what you're doing right now, but you might not even see it until you really embrace this opportunity. And the first step to accelerate those results is having a marketing message that resonates with you. You know what? I've learned that all of you, especially all of you actually have a success story. And that success story sells millions of dollars because it's your story. You don't need to convince anybody, okay? Your results speak louder than anything that you can say, okay? So you need to believe it, you need to own it, but here's the trick. You need a marketing skill, and this is something that you can just plug in onto your brain and understanding how that skill works, right? So it's a matter of programming your brain to really understand how is it that you can leverage that story that you have, and then combining with your values, combining with your monetary goals, and of course, with the time that you're going to invest in this business, okay? To start a business, to start $1 million business, you have 2 opportunities. You either can get some money from the bank and invest and get everything for yourself. But here, what you're doing is that instead of investing money, you will be investing time. And that's the beauty. I believe with all my heart that this is the best business model because you don't really have to invest anything except for your time. And when you don't have too much money, probably you have a lot of time, right? So we are really, really, really having a great business deal. So let's use our time to learn. And I also learned, actually, this is from Danny Johnson. I loved her training on how to really get out of debt. And then I think Mindy took it, right? She says that the best instrument that you can use for investment is when you invest in yourself. That is the only investment that will give you the 100% of return. Everything that you can actually, learn, it's going to be with you forever. So I really want that tonight, actually, I'm going to be quick. I don't have more than 10 minutes. So thank you for bearing with me. I'm going to share 6 golden rules to use social media and start tonight creating your marketing plan, because you guys have the story, you guys have the license, you guys have a strong why, and guess what? It's half year. Do you know what happens in half year? At least in my case, I don't know about you guys, and if you don't, please do it. It's time to reanalyze, to revisit those goals that we had when January 1st, 2016 came, and you said, it's gonna be my year. How many of you said, this is gonna be my year? I need to see. How many of you said, this is gonna be my year? Okay, yeah. Exactly, we all said that. And honestly, I said that and I mean it. I have a vision board. Actually, that's in front of my bed. And then actually this Saturday, I have a vision board party. And that means that I'm going to revisit my goals. So I invite you to do the same. It's time for you to revisit your goals. And this information is coming at the right time. And I know that. So I hope that part of that goal is actually taking your business opportunity to the next level. And this is very important. I need you to stop comparing yourself to other people. What I said is, it's time to take your business to the next level. Just do me a favor and don't think about ranks, okay? The next level, it's the next level in comparison to the level that you are today. Can we get a yes into that? My next level, it's only related to myself, because I know how it is. You guys, you see each other, you see the team, and then you get frustrated because you cannot do things like X, Y, or Z. So please stop comparing yourself to other people, okay? I told you that the most valuable tool that you have is your story. I cannot sell other people's story. I only can sell mine because it's the most powerful one, because it's me. And people join my business and they accept me as a coach because of me, right? And that's unique. So let's go into the 6 golden rules to use social media, okay? Rule number 1 is that Facebook and all these social media platforms, happens to be Facebook is the biggest one. It was created to connect with people. So Facebook and all the social media world, right, has to be treated with the same purpose. Like, I have this training live, and then Mindy was one of my models, right? It's like, I will not go to a supermarket and all of a sudden pouch someone and then say, hey, do you want to do my business? Hey, do you want to be on the right leg and the left leg? Hey, would you buy my product? My shake is the best. Try the shake. You would not do that at all. So just remind yourself that. And then whenever you do that, whenever you're posting on your wall, and then just using the product and sell, salesy information, right? You're sounding like a broken record. And imagine if you are in the line of the supermarket and someone that is a stranger, it's sounding like a broken record. What you're going to do? You're going to say, please stop it. But so you know what happens? The please stop it means in a digital world, they block you. They delete you. They ignore you because you become annoying, right? So let's make a commitment to really take the social media and use it to make real connections. What does that mean? That means that I need to get to know the people. I have an acronym. It's form, family, occupation, relationship, and the message that person has, right? So keep that in mind. And I guess this training is being recorded, so I can go a little bit faster and you can just always, right, review this. So rule number 2, let me tell you something, and I hope that I don't disappoint you, but I need to be really, really transparent with you. Do I have permission to be transparent? And you want to hear the truth, right? I'm sorry to tell you, but social media is not about you. Okay. Yeah, those selfie pictures will give you more likes. And people like to see your life. People like to see your apps and things like that. But you know what? It's even more sexy when you make it about them. So just keep that in mind. Social media, it's not about you. It's about you showing that you care for people. And how do you do that? You do that by following people. You do that by liking, commenting and saying, hey, you know, you look great. Hey, you show that. How awesome is that? Okay, there are some tricks that, you know, the Facebook can allow us to follow people kind of without them knowing and things like that. So there's more technicalities behind the how you can really follow someone and things like that. But just keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. It's not about you. Number 3, and this is really, really interesting. Please, please, please be personal, okay, but not private. How many of you have that Facebook friend, come on, that they share, you know, what they eat, they share sometimes, you know, if they have a period, they share if they're upset, they share if they're, oh my gosh, we don't need all that, okay? Let's be really, really honest, okay? It's going to be, there's a line between being personal and being private, all right? If you're taking a selfie in the bathroom, we don't need to see your deodorant, your Tampax, and all these kind of things. Please, 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 please draw a line. If you want to attract leaders and recruiters, she's laughing, Daniela. If you want to attract leaders, trust me, you're not going to attract them by acting super crazy unless you want to have a crazy team, right? We attract who we are. I'm sorry. We attract who we are. Please open the microphone, Danielle. I want to hear you. Why are you laughing so much?
Well, because I've seen pictures of people's Tampax and things like that. And I'm like, why did you do that? And then your mirror is so filthy. Why would you take a picture there? Just, yeah, that's just me. Yeah. But yeah, this is good.
And I can't even be more funny here. I mean, those before and after pictures, please, we don't have to show you, you know, you don't have to show me your panties and bras and all these roles. And come on, there's a difference between being personal and private, all right? And let's teach and educate people on this. Let's be classy with our marketing. Because you know what happens? People will tell you, hey, I would like to join your business, but I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to show my underwear, right? That's what they think. Whatever you're showing is what they think that they have to do, and they feel that you're the leader, right? So just take that as a consideration. Number 4, this is interesting. Offer value. Do you know what I learned? And another confession that I have for you. Do you know what I learned? I switched from Beachbody to Dubai Silos. And do you know what I learned? I thought that, oh my gosh, I was doing 70 challenge packs a month, right? I was selling like a lot of challenge packs, okay? And then, you know what happened? I said, wow, so if the shake only costs $49, I will sell like 300 of those, right? Guess what? That's not the case. That's not the case. People don't buy because of price. People buy because of your value, okay? And that's the rule. I know that we're talking about social media, but what I mean with this and how this is related to what you offer is that when we are presenting what we are presenting, do you know what we're presenting? We're presenting an opportunity to get transformed. So you're not just selling a product. And I need you to think about that. How much value you have when you are offering someone the opportunity to get a transformation with a system that has more than 1 million of transformation stories. Come on. So don't be saying like, oh my gosh, people are not going to buy. This is so much, this is expensive. Get rid of that. Poverty is a mindset. Poverty, it's not poverty. Poverty is a mindset. Poverty is not in your pockets. Poverty is on your brain, right? So don't buy the stories from people that you're prospecting to say, I don't have money. Well, you have gifts, you have talents. Let's create it. Let's make it happen. So be very, very meticulous when you're creating your marketing strategies. Offer value, not just to sell. Number 5 is that we're going to use social media to be a storyteller. Okay, the best selling post is the post that you don't have to sell. I say be a storyteller, not a seller, right? It's the best post that you can create. And when you're a storyteller, it's super powerful, right? When you share your story. But more powerful is when you share other people's stories. Please considering the pictures that you're going to use, okay? And then the golden rule number 6 is social media also needs to be presented with a strategy to engage and follow up. And it's time also at the end, right? The 6 is when you really need to get the return on the investment. And on my lessons, I go more in depth about this topic. And here's the thing. The social media is, like I told you, the marketing pie has like 10 areas that you can work on, all right? Social media is just one of the 10 areas of strategies that you can just have for your marketing. But here's the thing. The marketing hat, right? The marketing system that you're leading, because you're your own CEO, alone, it's not going to make you money. So you need to understand that when you are putting your time and your effort on your social media, you also need to have the role of the sales, the head of sales. So we need to talk about conversions. We need to understand that you should know your numbers as your CEO. How many conversations I'm starting every day? How many follow-ups do I have every day? And guess what? You know how I did close, those 70 challenge packs? You know how many phone calls I had a day? It was 30. It was 30. And I had 2 hours of power phone calls. Did I get through 30 conversations? No. People sometimes, they hang up the phone or they didn't pick up, right? But let me tell you, when you do that on a daily basis, multiply 30 conversations times 30 days, 900 attempts, right? When you are doing the calls, right? 900 times. So I always say my team, right? So from those 900, how many times you think I would just, fail? I would not fail too many times, right? So it's a numbers game when it comes to the sales cycle. So don't be afraid, okay? So those are my 6 golden rules of social media. Now I am, my business is called Coaching on Social Media.com, and I have an offer actually that is expiring tonight because it was the Memorial Day weekend flash sale. I hate selling this thing, but let me just tell you how it is. It's actually an on-demand program. You can check it out in the website that is socialmediastudentcenter.com. I can put it on the Zoom, right? socialmediastudentcenter.com. Okay, so there I have created this offer, and this is the weekend flash sale offer that I did actually. We have the classes of the 6 golden rules of social media with actionable steps after every class. Every class is about 20 to 30 minutes of content. Each of the golden rules has a lesson. And then each of the rules have like what to do, like homework. So you also have so there are 6 classes. And then you also have 2 bonuses. One is a training that I did. I love that training, and I would not have even time to explain what's there. But what's there is a training dedicated to the multi-level marketing industry. I don't only teach how to market and how to do the conversion. I believe social media, I believe the multi-level marketing industry has more components when it comes to building your tribe, duplication. And so I did a training discussing all the details of how you really integrate the social media in those activities, okay? Remember, there are multimillionaires that they did their business, their multi-level marketing business when social media did not exist. I have clients that I'm helping them in their brands. They are already in passive income. And then they just started when there was just phone book, fax machine, no website, no cell phone, no Facebook. So it is possible, guys. It is possible. So we definitely explain there how do we integrate the social media world into the different activities that the cycle that you guys need to learn. And then also, here's my favorite part of this bonus. I will sit down with you on a Zoom. It usually takes me about 45 minutes, and I do a Facebook makeover. So I will go and see your Facebook, totally brutally honest with you, and say, I don't like this picture, I don't like this, I don't like that. So I find opportunities for you, and then usually it takes me just 45 minutes, and then you have an extra 15 minutes with me, and you ask me any question. I call that the Facebook makeover, and I cover your personal profile and your fan page, because I know that's a common question. What do I use? Both. It's you, right? We are branding you. So all of that, it's actually $152. $152 on demand. You have the opportunity to learn, and you have just a 1 hour full with me, one-on-one, you and I. Actually, I record it, so you have that as your tool, and we can fix this. Is yes or yes, we can fix this, and then you have the rest of the year, right? Only 6 more months to make it happen. So, Mindy, back to you.
Okay, so just real quick, today is the final day for them to get that at the $152.
Yes, okay. The 152. If they don't get that, it's $297.
Okay.
So it's not tonight, it's $297. It's still a good price.
Okay, so just a couple things. I put in the event invite, the website that she was talking about, and kind of an assignment. There's a short little video that I watched today that really goes hand in hand with what Jessica was saying about that. You know, so many people compare their success to others, and they look at the final outcome, and they're like, oh, they're so much better, so why do I even bother? I could never get there. But they don't know the backside that, you know, she's doing 30 calls. And so that's, you know, really goes hand in hand with what she said about stop comparing yourself. So I want you to watch that video. It's like a minute and a half, but it really gives you a lot of information about really designating or putting your mind on your goals only, and, you know, not looking at anybody else. The second assignment is to start working on your June goals. That's one thing that has helped me stay in this business, decide what I want. And that's what Jessica was saying, is that, you know, she went in whenever she was a Beachbody coach and she made the decision. Well, if you just have this decision walking around in your head, you don't share it with anybody, you don't put it on paper, it's not real. And your goals can always change because situations in your life change. Your mindset changes as you're a coach if you're doing the 3 vital behaviors, and the one is personal development. And the biggest thing is, like she said, that I learned from Danny Johnston, is when you invest in your business or yourself, you do get a return. It's the biggest neglected part is your mind. And so I really push on the team for personal development and working with people that are going to push you out of your comfort zone and help you with your business. So anyways, I wanted to let you know what was available through her, because I didn't know that she had the memorial sale. So this is really great, because you just think about that. She is going to give you her time on top of her training, you know, an hour with her, help you get a Facebook makeover. There's so many people out there who I hear literally all the time talking about, like, oh, I'm struggling, you know, with, I don't know what to do about social media. Nobody's liking my posts. Nobody's responding what I do. Here's your chance. And the thing is, as a coach, you can write it off as a business expense. And then what if it works? You know, if you implement it and you see growth, anything that I have invested in, whether it's going to Danny Johnston, working with a branding consultant, personal development, anything that I have used and implemented have created and yielded great results. So, you know, think about it. Like she said, if it's not something that you can do today, you know what the price is later on. I just wanted to let you know your options, and I appreciate your time, Jessica. The last thing I wanted to share with all of you is that I forgot to remind you that if you're not on the Team Relentless page, get in it. But I did a June calendar for events. There's a lot of stuff going on. This way you can stay up to date with the guest speakers that we have, so that you know what we're doing. Like if you think you've got social media down, great. Next week we have a branding consultant on. So, you know, whatever you need to do. We are doing an Emerald in a Day training group. And we are also doing a rank advancement run. We did an Emerald in a Day training group 2 weeks ago, and we had 7 rank advancements, and it was just amazing. Got a lot of people's business ignited. We added 14 new people to our team in a matter of 36 hours. And so, you just think about these small decisions that you make or do not make can have a huge impact on not only your life, your income, but other people's life. I just think about that. I decided to do the Emerald in a Day training. I put it together. I sat in front of my computer and answered questions and fielded, questions and issues on a whole Wednesday day up until 11 o'clock my time. But if I had not made that decision, 14 people wouldn't have joined our team. 7 people wouldn't have reignited their business. And so these small little decisions that you make, they're like, oh, I'm busy, or oh, I'd rather save the $150 to go to a concert next week. Whatever these things are, they're your decisions to make, but they literally will impact and they create a ripple effect. And, I look at all the decisions that I've made, and I've seen the impact it's had on our team and the people that I work with and the connections that I've made. And, Beachbody is a vehicle that will help you find what you were created and designed for. Jessica shared she was a coach before, but it brought her to her passion. Now she's teaching. She's teaching about social media. It doesn't mean that she doesn't like our products. It doesn't mean that she's telling you to, leave Beachbody. But the thing is, going into this, you can learn so much. And like for me, I like to have a presence on social media, not just for Beachbody, but I've become a mental health advocate because everybody knows that I've struggled with mental illness. So if I hadn't have learned these things about creating value and connecting with people, I would be very limited. And it's helped me become more connected with people that struggle with the same thing because of what I've learned about social media. So anyways, check the calendar of events. Make the decision to get involved in the trainings, make a decision to come up with a marketing plan of how much you're going to spend in advertising or on consultants to help you. And if you have any other questions, contact Jessica or myself. And thank you so much, Jessica, for sharing your content. I see that everybody seemed to really enjoy it. And I hope that a lot of you will take her up on her Memorial Day sale because I know that you'll see great results. So I will post the recording, the link at whenever it gets uploaded to my YouTube. Anybody have any questions?
I'm here. Yeah, I can answer questions whenever they want to.
Well, Danielle's checking out right now. Woohoo!
Thank you very much. And looking forward to see your Facebook and roaming too. Thank you.
All right. Well, thank you, Jessica. Right. I'm going to be ordering my package tonight myself because I think I need an overhaul on my Facebook after a couple of years. So. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Oh, wait. Sorry, guys. Next week, the call's on Monday instead of Tuesday. It's on the calendar of this, but I just want to make sure everybody makes note of that because it's Rebel's birthday, and so I do not want to be working on his birthday. So, love you guys. See ya.